Hey friends, Ash here with Gents. Sun's going down and I wanted to shoot just a really quick casual video, kind of a bonus video for the day if you want to call it that. Today I want to talk about these fragrances a little bit more. Precious Liquid Mandarin, Precious Liquid Neroli Musk. So I did a first impression on each one of these fragrances, actually all 5 fragrances currently on Precious Liquid's website. Back a few weeks ago, a month ago, maybe something like that. And now I want to talk about these a little bit more in depth. So I'm going to show you guys the presentation really quickly and then talk about these scents a little bit. Let's jump into this. So I'm going to show you, I guess, the presentation for Mandarin. Now, the presentation in this line pretty much going to be the same from fragrance to fragrance, except for the information on the back. It's going to be different and specific to each fragrance. All right, we're going to look at this pretty quickly. Here is the front of the box. You've got the name of the house, name of the fragrance, size and concentration down here at the bottom. You have this design on each side of the box, and then on the back of the box, a little information on the fragrance. So here for Mandarin, it says, a joyful scent always makes us smile. Mandarin imparts a burst of energy, encouraging us to honor our commitments. The scent also features rhubarb, rosemary, thyme, myrrh, cedar, and clean musk. There's also a note here that says, due to high levels of natural ingredients, the color of the fragrance may change. For best preservation, store in a cool environment. Then you take this slip cover off. On the front of the box here, it says Precious Liquid, and you have the little logo right there. Opens up like so. You have this card here, which has a perfumer and owner Richard Urpont and his wife Gio right here. And then on the back, little information, a nice little note actually from Gio and Richard. And then the bottle sits inside here. It's a nice little foam cutout. And here's the bottle. Bottle's going to be the same for all fragrances in the line. You got the name of the house again, and a little sticker underneath that, the name of the fragrance. The cap clicks into place right there. And then on the bottom, you have a sticker with your batch code. And I'll go ahead and waste a spray for you guys here. Or a couple sprays, I guess. Okay, I mentioned when I was going over the presentation, this house is actually the personal house, private house of perfumer Richard Urpont. He has done Tom Ford's Oud Wood, Tom Ford's Patchouli Absolu, Xenia's Peruvian Ambret, Bond No. 9's Coney Island, and more. So these are his personal fragrances, his personal line that he makes and sells on his own. These two are the two that I've worn the most from the house. This one I've actually worn the very most, Mandarin, and then the Neroli Musk, the second most. These are both fantastic, fantastic summer fragrances. I really can't tell you that enough. They're awesome in high heat. So especially here lately where it's been 90 degrees Fahrenheit and above, it's been a little bit humid. It's just like weather where you go outside, you start to sweat right away. These are awesome. Mandarin I especially love. The green Mandarin note here in the opening, just really, really high quality stuff. There's a little bit of rhubarb in there, not too much. It's gonna give you a little bit of a contrast, a little bit of tartness in there that plays along with the citrus. As it dries down, you're gonna have a little bit of clean woods that come out, a little bit of musk that comes out. There's some rosemary and thyme in here, so it's gonna give you a little bit of a green, slight herbaceousness, especially as you go from the opening into the mid. But what really sticks with me from this fragrance is that opening, the Mandarin and the rhubarb working together. Neroli Musk has neroli and musk in it. Hey, it's a big surprise, right? There's also verbena in here. Gonna give you some fresh pops of greenery in the fragrance, and then a little bit of moss as well in the base. This one really is about the neroli and the musk, a clean white musk, clean white neroli as well. A little bit of a citrus vibe that's going to be from the neroli, of course, that white floral nature of the scent. And one thing that works so well with these two is layering them. Killer, absolutely killer. Pretend this is skin. You could go Mandarin and then Neroli Musk on top, right? And it smells awesome. It actually it smells even better than these fragrances by themselves. The Neroli the Mandarin, they just work together, they swirl together. Not really exactly the same, but Tom Ford's Private Blend, that whole line, especially when it first came out, it was kind of built around this idea that you could layer them and come up with new fragrances. Essentially, like you could take two private blends, layer them together, and they would work together. That's how these function, how these work. They just are very harmonious together. But one way to layer these that actually smells even better is if you take like Neroli Musk and you spray that maybe here, your upper chest, behind your ear, or if you wear it there on your neck. I don't usually spray my neck anymore, but behind your ears, upper chest, right? And then take Mandarin and hit yourself on the crook of your elbow, you know, on your arms, and then they kind of swirl and work together that way. So you're layering them, but not right on top of each other. You're just spraying them in different places. That way, as you move around, the fragrances kind of naturally waft together. It smells amazing. My wife loves it. Like, she really goes crazy for these ones, especially when I've worn these together. As you can see here, I've actually put a pretty good dent into this bottle of Mandarin. One of the reasons for that also is when I wear these, I like to really wear them. I think that you can't really overspray these. I don't think that they can get too cloying, at least not to me. They're not offensive at all, so you don't have to worry about choking other people out. So with these ones, I kind of overspray. I really do. I just love the way they smell, so I'll hit myself 10, 11, 12 times, just pop, 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 pop. And it means that I work through it a lot quicker, but I just love the way it smells. And I just don't think anybody, like I said, can be offended by them, so why not go heavy? Performance-wise, they linger for a long time, a very long time. So off my skin, 6, 7, 8 hours, they're still there. You can still pick them up. Projection-wise, it's more moderate, best projection in the first 45 minutes or so, not beast mode projection, not really heavy projection. But with this type of fragrance, you know, fresh citrus, white florals, I don't really expect monstrous projection at all. So I just go heavy and I love it. You could always spray your clothes with these and then they'll last a really long time. You can spray your clothes, come back 2-3 days later, you know, pull that t-shirt out, assuming you haven't washed it, and smell it. Still gonna smell like this. And another thing you can do with this actually is spray on the inside of your car, and then it's gonna smell awesome in there when you get in. It's like an extremely high quality car air freshener, if you want to use it that way. You spritz a couple sprays on your seat or something. And these fragrances also both don't have any issues with that kind of alcohol blast that a lot of fragrances will have. So you'll spray them on and then smell it, and if you smell it right away, you get this like blast of, smells like rubbing alcohol. You don't get that with this, period. It's really smooth, really rounded, just really, really high quality. And I'm going to attribute that to the high use of natural ingredients, as it says on the back of the box, and just in general, high quality of ingredients in these fragrances, period. This year has not really been great for me as far as blind buys, new releases, things like that. These two though, some of my favorite fragrances that I've found this year, some of my favorite new fragrances, at least for me. And right now in this heat, these ones are ones that are getting some heavy use from me. Yeah, this one just smells awesome. Mandarin is so refreshing in this heat. And that's why I waited until right now with the sun coming down to come out here and film a video, because I didn't really feel like coming out and sitting in 90+ degree weather and talking to you guys. I would just be like covered in sweat by the end of the video. So yeah, guys, just wanted to talk really quickly about these two, both killer. Check them out. I'll leave a link in the description to the website, order samples or whatever. But high heat, if where you live is hot like this, check them out. Super refreshing. And if you do get both of these, try to layer them. See how that works out for you. Does really well for me. All right, guys, it's gonna do it for me. I'm gonna head back inside before the sun goes all the way down and you can no longer see me in the camera. Yeah, so thanks for hanging out with me. Thanks for all your support. Stay safe out there. See you guys tomorrow with another fragrance video. See you guys.